Alright, very interesting. This definitely feels like a virus type of infection, something that, say, a program like Combo Fix wouldn't be able to run with. Um, Very interesting that it's coming up with DEP messages. So things are crashing on me here. There's definitely something going on with the system. It does not feel safe at all. It's not very good right now. I'm going to actually stop the test there, and I'm going to suggest that we do a Malwarebytes before it gets any worse. So I'm going to try running Malwarebytes on both systems and seeing if anything is found. Just doing a quick scan. I'm going to update them both to the newest one, and we'll see what it comes up with. It's funny. But anyway, I will be right back. If anything interesting happens, I'll resume it. Alright, so I've started them both on quick scan, and the date is April 7th, 2010. It looks like Panda did fail on that. But I'm going to run a quick scan and just be sure. So as they're scanning, I'll be right back once they finish. Alright, so we have just finished. The Malwarebytes has found all this, which they all look actually pretty bad, except for the temporary net file there. I believe it did stop that one, but yeah, it still looks like there's a whole bunch of them here, all Trojan agents and backdoor bots. One malware trace. If we look over at Norton, nothing. Nothing got through. Nothing at all. So, as for Panda Internet Security, I'm going to cause it to be a fail. I'm going to rate it, well, because I wasn't able to fully test it, I'm going to have to rate it lower than what it probably deserves, but it did completely fail against this virus. It literally let it 100% through. I'm just going to open up all of these locations. Panda should find these as viruses, and we'll just see what it finds, because I'm very much certain that that it's not going to find any of this. So I'm just going to scan the whole folder. Because I don't think it's going to find anything. So let's let that one scan. That one's in system 32. Yeah, so they're all in system 32. So if this doesn't find anything in system 32, then there's no hope for this to pass in any way, shape, or form. It should find all these things. As you were seeing, it was closing down, shutting down my system. This virus is not a good one. It's a real nasty one. And I'm just looking for Panda to maybe help me out with this one a little bit more. It's not helping at all. So what I'll do is I'll pause it and I'll be right back. Alright, so it has finished the scan. It did find one file. It was a crt4.dll. So those two, one apparently is running in the memory. So it may come back, but I doubt it. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 files that it missed, and that are infected on the system. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up one of these, a couple of these, and I'm going to see if it, if Virus Total finds this. So I'm going to open up the internet and just browse it and see what other antiviruses around the world see with this particular infection. And maybe it's a good thing, maybe it's a bad thing. Well, it's probably not a good thing, but anyway, I'm going to pause it and I'll be right back when I'll just do it in here. Alright, so I'm going to browse that file. It's KBOEM. 32. Alright, so I'm just going to pause it while I look for this one. And alright, so I'm going to send that one to the virus scan. 0 size received. Interesting. Alright, I'll try a different one here. Let's try this one here. So, KB update, and I'll be right back. Alright, so let's try this one here and see if it finds anything. Alright, so I'm queued in here, so I'm just going to pause it and I'll be right back once I finish. Alright, so we're back, and we have 2 antiviruses that actually detect this. First one being eSafe, second one being Symantec, that can stop this particular virus. It's a pretty nasty one, actually, that actually infects that. So a couple of memory things that are running in the background and everything. So I'm going to call this a fail. I'm going to rate Panda because it eats up a lot of memory, runs a lot of processes, doesn't really stop these viruses from coming in. I'm going to rate it actually fairly low. Let's give it a, let's say a 4 out of 10. And that's because I couldn't fully test it and not too impressed with it, actually. So that's the end of my Panda test. Not too good.